Welcome back. You're watching Big Deal, and we're talking about the large transaction of merger between Idea Cellular and Vodafone India. Now, some of the important points to note here. First of all, they eventually want both Vodafone as well as Aditya Birla Group as the promoter entities holding stake in this merged entity want to equalize their shareholding. They have equal voting rights currently, even though Vodafone has a much larger stake than Aditya Birla Group, but eventually they want to come to a parity and equal stake in the merged entity. 9.5% is what they can buy out from Vodafone PLC at 130 rupees per share going forward. At the end of fourth year, from the consummation of the transaction, if Aditya Birla Group did not increase its stake higher, then Vodafone PLC will be reducing its stake to come to equal level as Aditya Birla Group. So that's something that we are watching out for, and that could be a substantial sell down from Vodafone PLC into the merged entity and their India business. Debt at the present level is at $16 billion of the merged entity. So both combined, the enterprise valuation comes to about $27 billion. But when we look at the current debt level at which 4.4 times of the EBITDA of the merged entity, it is on the higher side and is much higher than some of the big competitors that Idea and Vodafone will be fighting against. So the projection by the management is to bring it down to 3x of EBITDA, and two important things that will play a role is the synergistic benefits of the merged entity and also the tower asset sale. So both of them in uncertain territory definitely, and especially the synergistic benefits. In fact, that is one of the big points to watch out for, how synergies really pan out, because the stock performance of Idea Cellular is clearly showing that market is in a wait and watch mode and is not factoring in all the synergistic benefits, which, remember, after 4 years will complete that over $2 billion target per annum. So that's one most important thing that the market participants are looking at. We also caught up with Rajan Matthews to take stock of the impact of this large transaction on the entire telecom sector.
I think it's positive for the industry, because I think both operators have signaled their intention to continue to play aggressively in the Indian market. So that's good news for the industry and also for the consumer. I don't believe that the competitive pressure will ease up in the present scenario that we are seeing, because there is an attempt on all operators to continue to gain market share in the new push on data services. So I think we'll see that continuing to play out in the market.
So with that, we will slip into a short breather on the show. But remember that deal activity is really picking up. And because of Idea Vodafone merger, lots of other deal talks are also picking up. And some promoters are voicing their opinion on how Idea Voda merger really sets a precedent for others to get bold on the M&A street. And that's coming up after the short break.